So my goal for today is to get this room completely cleaned out of all of my stuff. That means this big vise will need to go back there, and I'm gonna need to build a table for it to sit on. Everything over there, those drills, those little grinder things, all of that stuff will go out there. Some of this stuff under the shelf might not. I see a couple picnic baskets and, you know, some shoes and different things. Big stack of cedar shingles over here will go, and there's a bunch of nails down here on the floor. All those things will go. I'll get that chest out of here. These barrels are full of gloves and things, but once we clean all this other stuff out, a lot of this under here is recycling stuff, but once we clean my stuff out, a lot of this stuff that Honey Baby wants to keep back here can go up under those shelves. We're going to have to do some roof ceiling repair back here. This old horsehair ceiling back here has fallen down. In fact, if you look at the floor, you can see pieces of it here. So we were just kind of talking about, more than likely I'll just get me some of this cheap thin press board or some Luan and just tack it up over that, and we will call that good. Our plan is to kind of seal this room up, get a decent ceiling, get some insulation. This section that goes upstairs here is something that could be closed off. The biggest problem with closing this off is that these steps are so narrow that if you close it off, you can't hardly get stuff up here, up and down the stairs. And there's some of this stuff, like there's some old kitchen cabinets tucked away back in there that I got from somebody a long time ago that aren't being used for much of anything. That stuff can come downstairs and we can use it in the back room. There's some more shelves up there with some things in it that could be gotten out of here, and that stuff that's up there could be put on something else. So I'm thinking the idea is this is going to become another room of the house with a decent floor and some insulation and some heat back here. And as far as heat goes, you know, I've got the option of using this little wood stove here, which is an old Franklin, or you know, I was telling Honey Baby, we get it fixed up nice, we might put one of those little Riani propane heater things back here. But we're going to need some good windows, and Trish was talking about we don't need that window back there because there's nothing behind it but the shed. And that's kind of a good point. I suppose we could just close that up. And we might. I don't know. But, so, to get to my job today is to get all this stuff out of here. All that stuff that's up there out of here. All this stuff over here, that's going out of here. All of this, which is basically stored lumber, is going out of here. Those little rack things I built up there, they're coming down. And up here over that back door, that's all pieces of molding and pieces of the old house that I saved. That'll all come out of here, and that'll go up in the upstairs attic back there. So that's the job. And of course, that leads to the other job, which is to clean and organize out here in the shed. So